The transfer portal is officially open, and this year's spring transfer portal window is sponsored by Teamworks Intelligence. We got the great Pete Nakos, NIL transfer portal expert here with us, and we're going to talk some transfer portal intel. It's Wednesday. The transfer portal is open, and we got the busiest man in the office sitting next to us right now, Pete Nakos. He's here for a good time, not a long time. But Pete, you're here at On3 for a long time. Congrats to you for the contract extension. You're doing great work. Let's get into it. As I said, today's Wednesday portal's open, and Nico Iamaleava is in the portal with a no contact tag. Now, originally, I thought this was his father, Nick, saying to Pete Nakos, do not contact us. But then I realized this is for all colleges, actually. And why would Nico be in the portal with a no contact tag? To me, it means he knows where he's going.
I don't think we have a full, clear picture yet where Nico Iamaleava is going. I think that going in with the do not contact tag kind of symbolizes that they want to keep this on the DL. Obviously, Steve Wiltfong and I continue to hear that UCLA is a player in this recruitment, but that is not a done deal just yet.
Who else is playing around in this recruitment? Originally, we kind of heard Tulane. We heard USC, but we talked to Scott Schrader at We Are USC, and he's kind of downplayed that. So outside of UCLA, I mean, do we know of any other teams active with the Iamaleava right now?
Yeah, so reported in the last few days that North Carolina and Tulane are kind of pulling out. They had both kind of entered contact with the camp. And they're going to move on and go in different directions. From there, I think it's kind of wide open. I mean, Ari Wasserman reported this morning in a story that he could see like a Maryland or a Syracuse kind of making sense down the line if his price drops, and I could definitely see that with Nico right now. But yeah, it is not the clearest picture right now.
It was a messy situation. Is the hesitation on college teams the price tag or the way that it all went down?
I think it's a mix, and I think it's a case-by-case thing right now, school by school. Some schools feel that Nico can really elevate what they do on the football field, and that's why UCLA is still very much in the picture. And then there's other people who just can't pay what he's looking for. I think what his market value is right now compared to maybe what the asking price is, there's definitely some differential, and that is making an impact on the kind of schools that are in the mix.
Okay, well, it only takes one, so we'll see what happens with Nico. But on the flip side of this, does Tennessee now become a major buyer in the quarterback market?
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee definitely wants to add someone to that room. It remains to be seen if it's going to be a well-known starting quarterback who's going to walk in and play right away, or if it's going to be a depth piece that, can add to a room with George McIntyre and Jake Merkinger.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll just see who hits the market, what kind of pieces fit. Let's turn the page and talk a little Colorado football right now. Is Coach Prime going to be active in this portal window?
Yeah. My guy Steve Wiltfong has kind of been all over it. He called me this morning and said, hey, Colorado is definitely – they got their spring game this weekend. They're going to make a point of emphasis to bring in some targets. So don't know all the names just yet, but fully expect Coach Prime in Colorado to have a busy couple weeks here.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, back to quarterbacks. There's some rumors swirling that Avery Johnson, maybe a Sawyer Robertson at Baylor, Avery Johnson's at Kansas State, are names that could hit the portal. And obviously, if we saw Avery Johnson hit the portal, I mean, that's going to be big. Sawyer Robinson as well. Where are we at right now with those guys and their ability or inability to hit the portal?
Yeah, this is definitely a situation where I'm not going to name any quarterbacks, but I think Tennessee is really trying to do their due diligence and see who would want to be at Tennessee and then who doesn't want to be at Tennessee and what they would have to do to get someone who wants to be at Tennessee. And that is not, that is not a position I think any school wants to be in right now, is trying to figure out who's going to be their starter in 2025.
Yeah, not during the spring portal, or not after spring ball has already ended as well. So that being said, are there any lower level quarterbacks that could become really hot commodities during this transfer portal window?
Are you saying like lower level guys who can move up?
Yeah.
Gio Lopez went in this morning. He's a South Alabama quarterback, and I really think that it's trending in the right direction for North Carolina. I see Bill Belichick getting that done. And then, the other thing too is Jaden Rashad is still out there.
Yeah.
And there are some G5 programs who are going to lose quarterbacks in the next week that are going to need a quarterback, and Jaden Rashad is going to be sitting there. I don't know which one it's going to be. There's a lot of schools being named to me right now, but I think that we could see some movement with the Rashada camp and him landing somewhere.
All right. Now, we know Miami and Georgia are going to be buyers in this market. Do you think that they can find some help to kind of finalize these rosters? I know, Georgia's looking at a couple things to tweak at the very top of their roster, Miami as well. Is there anything in the portal for them?
I think we're going to see it fully develop in the next 48 hours. I wouldn't say that there's a South Dakota offensive tackle, Joe Cotton, who's getting a ton of interest right now from Michigan. That would be the right kind of fit. And then I think Georgia has a couple edge rushers they want to go after. I'm not 100% sure if all those options are in the portal just yet.
Yeah, and we know Miami's looking for some offensive weapons as well, especially at the wide receiver position. No names. You don't have to give me a name, but are you tracking? This is the last thing I got for you, Pete. I know you got to get back to work. Are you tracking a Nico-type name hitting the portal this week? This year's spring transfer portal window is sponsored by Teamworks Intelligence, and their mission is simple. More hits, fewer misses, and player evaluation. In the transfer portal era, data-driven recruiting isn't just an advantage, it's essential. And Teamworks Intelligence empowers your program to navigate the transfer portal with precision while simultaneously elevating your game planning and self-scouting capabilities. The same advanced analytics platform trusted by NFL teams to make multi-million-dollar personnel decisions is now available to elevate your college program's evaluation process. For athletic directors, general managers, and coaching staffs, Teamwork Intelligence delivers game-changing efficiency by streamlining the evaluation process. Instead of spending countless hours reviewing film, traveling to scout prospects, your team can assess more players with greater accuracy in even less time. This means maximizing recruiting efforts within the new budget constraints, giving you the competitive edge needed to build championship caliber programs. Don't just survive the portal era, dominate it with Teamworks Intelligence, the new standard in player evaluation.
I don't have that right now.
You don't have
but
to
things happen. No. I honestly,
you can give me names.
I'm not going to.
We can just speculate.
No. I hear you, and I see where you're coming from. I just don't. No, not just yet. But
right.
We'll see. We'll see.
Right. Well, I got your tweets on alert. I'm ready to go. So it's going to be a busy week. Pete Nakos. He's going to be with On3 for a while. He's here with us just for a minute. Appreciate you.
Thanks.